In Afghanistan, district after district is falling to the Taliban. The militant group has more than doubled the territory it controls in the last 3 months. A very public casualty of this takeover, freedom of the press. Nearly 50 journalists fled to safety, fearing for their lives. More than 20 media outlets have stopped operating. Others are forced to broadcast Taliban propaganda.
We have at least 5 media stations, private media outlets, that have been taken over by the Taliban. And through these 5 stations, Taliban broadcast their propaganda. They have also stopped broadcasting of music and voices of women.
In a WhatsApp call to VOA, Taliban spokesman Sohail Shaheen denied the allegations.
We only took over radio stations run by the Kabul government, since they were government-owned and we replaced that government. But private radio stations are allowed to operate, and we have told journalists to operate them normally.
Taliban denials and reassurances seem to be falling on deaf ears. Local journalists continue to flee as Taliban approach. 4 VOA reporters have left their homes for the safety of capital Kabul. Pictures and some videos are all they now have of their life and work back home. Lina Shirzad had been receiving threats from unknown people. As a female journalist, her work was twice as hard.
I received a lot of threats recently, even death threats. They told me to stop working in the media, but I continued. I never expected that the Taliban would surround my hometown, and I won't be able to work as a journalist anymore.
Afghanistan was already one of the most dangerous countries for journalists. Last week, Pulitzer Prize-winning Reuters photographer Danish Siddiqui was killed in fighting. With the Taliban advances, entire districts have turned into news black holes. No one is verifying accusations of human rights violations from any side. And no one can verify claims of good governance by the Taliban either. Aisha Tanzim, VOA News, Islamabad.